Let's take a look at some of the points of view here. There's not much light between these candidates. Let's take a look at Greg Brandon, and then let's listen to Tom Tillis.
The Bill of Rights does not grant one single right. It declares God-given natural rights in which the federal government could never infringe upon. The first law of natural law is personal security. So the federal government should not be part of that at all. Local laws, state laws will take care of the violent criminals.
Do is find a way to divide and conquer the people who are on assistance. We have to show respect for that woman who has cerebral palsy and had no choice in her condition, that needs help and that we should help. And we need to get those folks to look down at these people who choose to get into a condition that makes them dependent on the government and say at some point, you're on your own. Right. We may end up taking care of those babies, but we're not going to take care of you.
So that's a big Republican. I'm going to get back to you on this. Alice, this is a big Republican thing, getting people off welfare, forcing them off welfare, basically treating them, as he did, I think it's fair to say, as bums, people that shouldn't be on public assistance who are because they're lazy. He's saying we got to beat them by getting the people with medical problems who need public support to attack the people that he, the Speaker of the House of North Carolina, sees as basically the freeloaders, the bums. I mean, it's pretty clear what his attitude is towards people on public assistance here, isn't it?
Well, if you look at both of those sound bites, what we're hearing from the candidates in North Carolina, and Harris is the same, they want smaller government, limited government, and Speaker Tillis has made it quite clear that sound bite that you played is in the context of making sure that if assistance is needed by those, whether they are the sick or elderly or disabled, the help that is needed to get to them gets to them, and it's not being taken away by those who take advantage of the system. But his point was,
what did he just say?
Not allowing people to...
That's not what he just said in that tape. What he said in that tape is pay people who are sick and needy and sick them on the people you see as freeloaders. I mean, that's pretty much what he said. We can play it again and again. I don't know why you're denying what he just said. He said it. We have the
context of what he was saying was making sure that people don't take advantage of the system, and any assistance that is provided to people, whether it's of North Carolina or of this country, is the assistance gets to those who need it and not allow people to take advantage of the system. And that's the context of what he was saying.
Just to repeat myself so it doesn't seem like I'm hectoring this wonderful guest, just so I can quote him again and save time, this is what Tillis, the moderate in the race, sort of said. And we need to get these people to look down at those people who choose to get into a condition that makes them dependent on the government. Look down on them. So, you know.
This is the 2014 version of the 47% remark. And so, I mean, I'm not surprised in one sense that Mitt Romney is supporting this guy, because after all, these are the people that he's going to stand up to, because that's what he's going to get there to do. It's interesting. I think we're going to hear this comment a lot more as the campaign plays on, because this is going to become what Tillis is known for as Kay Hagan begins to define him, because, you know, this race really hasn't started to be engaged on both sides. Kay Hagan has this remark, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of it.
It does seem odd, doesn't it, to have a leader of a state who you talked to on the phone a few minutes ago saying that our goal here politically is to get the sick people to attack the poor people.
No, Chris, what his point was in the context of what he said was to make sure that we get the assistance to those who need it and stop enabling those who take advantage of the system. And that's his point. And also, if you look at the numbers you mentioned,
wait a minute, what's the role of the people with cerebral palsy? What was he saying to the people with cerebral palsy? He was saying get out there and look down on the people who are on public assistance who you think shouldn't be on it, sort of join an army against the poor people. What's the point of bringing the sick people into a battle with the poor people? What's the idea here?